They departed the trailhead at 3:10 and arrived at Jerry's Spring at exactly 4:30. I did a track for the first 1 hour and I was doing 2.2 miles per hour. It's a lot different than it was a month and a half ago. We're going to head back on up to the Shenandoah Mountain Trail of Jerry's Run Trail and then head back towards the park. I just got here and I went and checked on the stuff I couldn't bury because the ground was frozen and it had totally disappeared, which, yay, no digging. All right, go down and get some water. Water contaminating my cup. Well, I tell you, I'm just falling apart here. This is a great way to lose something, isn't it? Wait, because it wouldn't zipped up. Got a big thing of fuel because I plan on doing a little bit of cooking. All right, let's go get some water. Started doing this technique when I was in the Sonoran Desert. We had a superstition wilderness because it's so hard to get into this. You can't put your bag in the spring. In most of the springs, so they're just these little spots. You don't want to muck them up. So I didn't bring my trail runners. I got some new boots. Got to ditch the Merrells for this trip because I wanted to try some boots that weren't all gunked up with snow seal. So the suggestion that I picked up from somebody about soaking my filter in before a trip in white vinegar, really good idea. I gave it a test before I left the house. Almost no water was coming out whatsoever. And I soaked it in vinegar for a couple hours, like 5 or 6 hours. Started right up, flowing like crazy. It flows the fastest when you first start it. I guess because of the weight of the water on there. send a I'm here message. Send preset. Arrived at scheduled location. Okay. Send. Poor GPS strength. Alright, so let's set it down here and wait for it to buzz. Alright, in the meantime, little snack. Soup. There it goes. You hear that? Nice thing about that, I really don't have to look at, I just have to check my app for that. See if I got any messages back. I have to read on there. So I'm on airplane mode. Going to mapping. Earthmate. Test and reach. Sunday, test and reach. Oh, wait a minute, I heard a beep. What does that mean? What's it saying? Update received. Your device has received an electronic update and will restart in 60 seconds. Okay. Cool. So, I'm gonna turn this off and have a chip. Well, my neighbors were doing a fire. Looks like it's out, so I decided to do a fire because there's tons of deadfall around my campsite, and I should have had the camera on it because I lit it with one Frito. That's right, one dip-sized Frito. It's amazing how long and how much flame they put out. Oh well, we've had I've eaten dinner, the first course, which was Mountain House macaroni and cheese, creamy, and it was awful. Just put a cup and a third of water in it. Probably just should have used like half that because it was like macaroni in soup. So it was pretty terrible. So I'm getting ready to make some probably some ramen here. I'll gather some more of this wood around the campsite. Not boiling yet. You know, I'm using my BRS 3000 stove. It turns out my Soto Windmaster would not work on this Coleman fuel I got at Walmart. And that really pissed me off. It would have been a pretty damn short trip if I hadn't have brought that backup BRS. Fire sure does feel good, smells good too. Alright, gotta cook this for 3 minutes. So it's 7 o'clock. All right. Okay, 3 minutes are up. The problem with having a fire is you gotta maintain it. I'm too lazy to do that, so sit back and enjoy this. I don't know if you can see in that. Now I'm gonna have to calibrate my water, make sure I don't have a can marked wrong. Like a lot of damn water in here. All right, see you later. Well, this is an iPhone video, and having breakfast. It's 9:30. Whoa, getting kind of late for Phil. So everything went well last night. It got down into low 30s last night, and I got a little chilly. I did another rookie mistake. I used my quilt. I'm using my 15-degree quilt, but I didn't shake all the down to the top. So started to get a little chilly there. So I had to get up and do some stuff. I had a little cramping in my feet, even though I had a ton of water with electrolytes and a banana yesterday. So I don't know what's going on there. So getting ready to have some biscuits and gravy, and then pack up and hit the road. Got about 6 miles, and it's all uphill, going from about 3,000 feet to 4,100 feet. So not too bad at all. So, all right, we'll see you in a minute. Sinclair Hollow, 3580, and it's 151. Beautiful. The path is almost imperceptible, and there was a place back there I just had to use my Native American taught instincts at route finding. Yay me. So probably about 3/4 of a mile, and we'll start searching for the unnamed spring. All right, you see I forgot to bring a hat. Actually, I brought a hat, but it wasn't in the car, so I guess I didn't bring it. So I hope it didn't fly off the back of the truck somewhere. So that's why I'm wearing this. And of course, because it's winter, I took I've had the sunscreen out of my pack. Oh well, dumbass again. All right, let's get going. We're at another saddle. It's 209, 3,800 feet. There's a fire ring. A beautiful pass, or saddle. I'm gonna have to see if this is a trail going down that way. I'm gonna check to see if this is the area for the spring. Okay, on this side we got a Shenandoah Mountain Trail. All right, so we got a landmark. Let me pull out the maps, take a peek. All right, it's exactly 3 o'clock. reached Hiner Spring, much against my will, extra mile and a half. So, well, we got water. And just to show you the area where I'm chilling. And the creek's way down there to the left. Our little running surface stream. Get down there in a minute. Well, I'm not exactly at Hiner Spring, but close enough because there's water right here and a gigantic campsite with tons of deadfall. So I hope I'm not too sunburned. Anyway, my GoPro battery just died, so I swapped that out, and it was about 65 degrees almost all day, which is very nice. Hardly any wind at all. Only a few sections of the trail were sus. So, what else? If I get motivated, I've got about 4 hours, 4.5 hours before even sunset. So, around dinner, at dusk, if I'm motivated, I'll start a fire and demonstrate the frito effect. I did have to stop and put on some Luca tape on my ankles because these socks I've got on them and my new boots started rubbing a little bit. Thought better be safe than sorry. So I was pretty disappointed that there wasn't any water at the first spring. In fact, there was no sign of any water or sign of any spring or of any adjacent camping area you'd expect to find at a spring. So I was not happy about that at all. All right, take a few more minutes break and then we'll go get some water. Okay, footnote to my last missive. At the first spring that it was my original destination for today, where I said there wasn't any water, at about a 1/10 of a mile, maybe 2/10 of a mile, way down deep in a gully, I could hear water running from a creek, but it was almost impassable to get down to it. And I was a couple hundred feet above it as I went and crossed a gully way up high, and it was way down low. So there was water down there somewhere, but whatever you used to have the spring head up at the top was dry on today's trip. When I'm heading back, I'll take another peek at it, see if I can find it. This is an iPhone bit of recording, by the way. Dead leaves right next to the fire pit. All it would take is a spark to set this whole place on fire. And with the fires we've been having here in Virginia, I'm telling you, I'm not sure I want to get caught out here. So, unfortunately, I think I may have to pass on a fire tonight because these leaves, all it takes is a little one piece of wood to get out there and pop, and this place goes up. I'm not going to cook right there. I'm going to go over here and cook. I'm not real hungry either. I'll probably just have some ramen since I got a ton of fuel. I decided to just cook ramen tonight. Let's see if the soda works today. Get this can from Walmart. The Soda Windmaster. It's not breaking the seal. Shit. Well, alright. Like we're back to, see, I hear it pop. I get a little whiff of fuel. What the fuck? What is going on? Maybe it's too tight? Nothing. Boy, if I was out in the woods with this, without a backup stove, oh my God. Well, here's a damn lesson learned. Yeah, hear that? Somehow it's barely. All right. Let's go to the BRS. Who would have thought that the 1 ounce stove would be the superior stove? The $12 stove. All right. There we go. A little trouble getting it started. All right. Cup and a half of water. Well, it calls for 2 cups, but I didn't like how much water was there yesterday, so let's do a cup and a half today. All right. It looks like water's coming to a boil. This is what I'm having. 380 calories. Seasoning packet. All right, 3 minutes, 6:40. Okay, that's 3 minutes. Yesterday I fried a Spam singles packet in there. Really good. I really enjoyed it. When they say chili flavored and they got a picture of some chilies on here, I don't think they mean like Southwest chili. I think they mean like just chili. I mean like chili peppers. So I hope it's not hot. I probably could have cut this down to 1 cup if I ever have it again. I'll just do that. I hardly ever cook because I don't like carrying the extra fuel. But I had a whole canister, a brand new big canister, so I could cook. I always keep thinking I'm going to be hungry when I get out of here, and then I'm not. I'm not real thirsty either, but I've got to force myself to drink because of the cramps I get in my legs. All right. Bon appetit. Yeah, this is really good. So I had to carry this damn fuel 6 miles today instead of 4.5, 5 miles because I couldn't find the spring. I mean, I couldn't find any sign of it. So I really, really hate that. I'm not sure I had a good location on it. So, so I had to carry a little extra. So I got to hike out of here 8 miles tomorrow. But you know what? It's all just slightly downhill. There's only one area where we're going alongside of a hill at the trail. It's got a ton of leaves on it, and it's really steep and kind of worn on the side. You've got to be extra, extra careful. Going across there, it was one area I said, man, this is a great place to slip. And now that I've got a massive slipping phobia. Also, I've been listening to the last 4 hours. I ran my phone down 10% of the Return of the Two Towers, Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers. And now I find out I didn't load up the next book on my phone, because there's no way I thought I'd be done with it so soon. I just normally listen to a couple hours on my afternoon walks. It takes a freaking month to finish up. So, now this is not bad. It's kind of spicy. Oh, it's chili. All right. Time for breakfast. All right, we're going to have granola. 500 calories. Just add water. I've had this before. I thought it was freaking delicious. This time I'm going to add, instead of cold water, I'm going to add hot water and see how that tastes. I'm sure it's going to be fine. That's one of the recommendations. So, yeah, granola is just delicious. 500 calories, that's pretty good. That's a lot more than I thought. And I hope it's as good as I remember. So, I got down to around 30 last night. And one of the problems with being a side sleeper and using a quilt is the down will separate. You've got to get up and shake the bag, shake the down back to the top. I did it once in the middle of the night, and then I got cold again in the middle of the night, and lo and behold, the down had separated. But I was too lazy to get up, so I just grabbed my sweater and threw it on, and that worked out all right. But it's just very frustrating the way that without baffles, the down will slide on the tubes. And I said, I think being a side sleeper accentuates that. Well, I've got 8 miles to go to do today, but it's all downhill, very slight downhill. The sun's coming up, not a cloud in the sky. Looking forward to it. All right, we're leaving Ramsey's draft. It's at 9:37. Freaking beautiful out here. There's a little creek right there. It's like it's coming out of the ground right there. Must be the headwaters of that spring. Now I'm not sure if that's the Ramsey's draft spring or not. According to the map, it's a couple hundred feet down, but there's definitely a spring popping out there. All right, we're gonna go up that little rise right there and start looking for the main trail. Well, we're on the main trail, but it's really, really hard to see in these leaves. On top of the little ridge above my Hiner Spring campsite, and that sign right there to straight ahead is to Hard Scrabble Knob. And I must be at a high point here because, except for Hard Scrabble Knob, it's down in all directions. Can you hear that? The wind, the breeze might be. There's a stream down there. You can hear it, plain as day. And I think this spring is related, that stream is related to the spring that I was looking for. So I didn't see any clear path going down to it or anything that looked like a camping spot. However, on the other side, it looks like there's some bare spaces, but so I thought the trail might have circled back around and you approach it from the other side, but that'd be on the wrong, not according to the map. So I don't know, we'll see. I'll keep looking. Sinclair Hollow to the right. So this is the Sinclair Hollow Trail Junction. It's 10:30. Nice campsite over there. It's hard, you can't see it from this direction. Yeah, it's 78 degrees at 210. And as Sam Gamgee would say, well, I'm back.